Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the Electric Israeli and FSD. If you're new, please subscribe and help me change the world one electric car at a time. Thank you to all my supporters. Please support me on Patreon. If you're in the market to buy a Tesla car, please use my referral code. And a portion of this video is sponsored by EVBase, but more about that later. And today we're going to talk about the connection between the United States election results, the election of Trump, to Tesla. Is Trump good for Tesla? And especially, is the Trump administration going to cancel or void or overrule the tax incentives? Now, if you watch in the United States and even around the world, two words about what the tax incentive is right now, and then we'll go a little bit backward. So right now, depending on your income as an individual or as a family, which is most American qualify for that, you can get a $7,500 off your electric car, any electric car that you buy. There are restrictions, I'll mention them in a minute. Off the price, point of purchase. So let's just take a car. $50,000 goes down by $7,500. At point of purchase, if you qualified, which like I said, most Americans are qualified, any electric car in the United States. Now, here are the exception. Any car that is not assembled in the United States, or the battery is sourced or not produced in the United States, imported from countries that don't have free trade agreement, that car cannot get the tax incentives. For example, one example, Tesla Model 3 standard range, that I have one, 2023, that is had the battery LFP battery come from China, was canceled. Tesla doesn't sell it anymore because it's not qualified for tax incentive. The irony that the lower range, standard range, was costing more for the consumers than the long range, because the long range get tax incentive. You understand? So that's what it is now. Now, the tax incentive goes all the way back when President Bush, 2007, 2008, I don't remember exactly, then to Obama, 2 terms of Obama, tax incentive for electric cars. But at that time, it was $75,000. But any manufacturer that reached 200,000 electric cars sold in the United States no longer was qualified for the tax incentive. Okay, so Tesla and GM around 2018, 2019. GM maybe 2020 already sold more than 200,000 cars in the United States. So anybody who bought cars from that brand did not qualify anymore. Now there's not much restrictions after the IRA bill, the Inflation Reduction Act. I know I'm bugging you, but that's what it is now. So Trump and his administration said that they're going to get rid of this tax incentive. Now, let me just tell you that Tesla did very, very well selling cars in the United States when it was not qualified for a few years for the tax incentives after they reached 200,000. Like I said, 2018, 2019, I don't remember exactly. So so they did that for a long time, and they still sold most of the cars. Now, Elon Musk in general said that Tesla will do very well if there's no tax incentive. So who does this tax incentives benefit? Before we continue with this video, I'd like to give a shout out to today's sponsor of my videos. It is EVBase. EVBase is an awesome accessories for both interior and exterior of Tesla, Rivian, and many other EVs. I received the EVBase Model 3 18-inch urban turbine wheel cover. It is awesome. It came with this amazing box, all individually wrapped with this great bubble wrap. I opened it. It came by default with this cap, but I ordered specially the Tesla logo cap, and also the rim cover came along with it. It's an awesome company. I really love them. If you mention my name, TEI, the Electric Israeli, in your coupon section, you can get 20% off your purchase of anything from their website. They're awesome. I will include the link below and embedded inside this video. Benefit the consumer, okay? It can benefit the manufacturers, can give them a boost. Now, Tesla, I think it's the only electric car company in the world that has a profit margin of about 17.5%. Last quarter was 17.5%. I think it went up from 14 to 17.5. So obviously they have a lot of room to play. Okay, now make no mistake about it. I don't care what Elon Musk said, what anybody says. Make no mistake about it. The fact that Tesla took off the standard range, like I told you before, Tesla always go to every Tesla page, and they have in the calculation the $7,500 tax incentive. Where I live in New Jersey, there's also a $2,000 rebate for qualified people. Now it depends how much the car costs. Sedans up to 55,000, and SUVs up to 80,000. That's why car manufacturers try to go below those two thresholds to meet that. So Tesla benefited tremendously from tax incentive. They touted, they put it in their website, and they put the price after gas saving, after this saving, and after the federal tax incentive saving. You'll see a Tesla car that cost $25,000. But if you click off all those things, you're going to see that the real price. So everybody put it in their marketing and all that. Now, having said all of these, if the incentives go away, any car manufacturers who sell cars in the United States, and I'm talking about the United States, it's not to do with the rest of the world. Each country is different. Any car company that sells electric cars in the United States is losing money big time for every car that they sell. I'm talking about thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars. Maybe in some cases more than $100,000 on each car. So for them, the tax incentive go away. It's basically the death knell on their EV program whatsoever. Now, take somebody like Rivian or Lucid, who just like Tesla only sells electric cars. This is going to be catastrophic because people, as is, don't exactly run to buy those cars, and when they do, if they don't get a tax incentive, there's no incentive to do that. Okay, give you another example. There are car companies like Hyundai who are not qualified to get the tax incentive because they don't make their cars here. So they impose on themselves $7,500 reduction in leases, depending all kinds of combinations that will reduce the price. So let's say there is no tax incentive tomorrow. Okay, Tesla can still make money, reduce their prices, still make money on their cars. So it will be great for them. Not only they're dominating the market right now, 50-ish% of total market. They will be like, not 100%, nothing is 100%, but they can absolutely and totally dominate the market as is. And I'm talking only about the United States, and eat everybody lunch, which they do right now. Now, there's also mandates. If you follow the financial of Tesla, you see that credits. Money that Tesla made from credits. Okay, what is that? What are the credits? Car manufacturers who don't adhere to the miles per gallon average because they don't make enough electric cars, so they can buy credits from other companies. Now, who sells electric cars? Tesla. So Tesla makes like billions of dollars on credits, okay, EV credits. Look at their financial report. So if all of this goes away, Tesla can say whatever they want. This is a lot of money. But here's the flip side. If that goes away and no other manufacturers can make any money, they don't sell them, they don't sell enough of them, and they don't sell them, who's going to come in? Tesla with their manufacturing power. So in the long run, it will benefit Tesla. The question is, will Tesla match the prices of the cars that they're selling right now, calculating the EV tax incentives? Forget the states. Each state can do whatever they want, okay? But can they match the tax incentive price after, let's say, $37,500 is the car, after tax incentive is $30,000? Will they sell this for $30,000? Because people get used to it. They know. I benefit from the tax incentives like 5 times. Okay, since my first electric car, Nissan Leaf, and then Chevy Volt plug-in hybrid, and then the Teslas, and on you go. Of course I did. Okay, everybody likes it. So the question is, will they give you a new price with that incentive? Tesla right now give 0% interest rate. So don't tell me that these things don't matter. They do matter. Now let me say couple more things. Trump, when he was the president, the first round, 2016 to 2020, he did not cancel the EV tax incentive. It's not that easy to, okay, let's cancel it. It's a law. So you have to make a new law and you have to pass it, okay? Now, they have a majority in the Senate, looks like, but in the Congress, I don't know, and you have to pass it in two places. So it's not as easy as people think that it's going to be. So round one, 2016 to 2020, Trump did not overturn that law and made a new law. That didn't happen. Okay? I always believe that innovation always going to win and all that and all these things. So that's what happened in the past. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. And last thing I'm going to say, and that's more important, and not to get to politics, I try not to talk about politics too much. When Biden became a president and he made that famous EV conference, blah, 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 in the White House, who was not invited? Tesla. Who was praised? GM. You led. Remember that famous sentence. You led. Okay, Elon Musk is a very, very, very immature person sometimes. A genius, but he's very immature. And he has the personal grudge. And you know what? I don't blame them. You have one of the greatest inventors of all time, or at least in the last 100 years, who makes rockets land on their butt, who makes Starlinks, who makes electric cars, the best cars in the world, revolutionizing solar stationary storage and all that stuff, and he is not invited to the place where he is responsible for this revolution. That is so stupid. So, without getting into politics, here's what you get for what you did, for your decisions, and the rest is history. See what happens. Thank you for watching.